Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of the J&J Show. Jacob, how are we doing, man?
Man, what a week of sports it was. We're doing great though.
And we're basically halfway through the week, so there's still a lot more stuff going on as of right
Yeah,
now. So
wow.
we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right into the topic, starting off with football. This past weekend, it was a hard time to be a New York Giants fan. Jacob, take us through your thoughts on this Dallas Cowboys game.
I got to give it props to the Giants for a quick second here. They played well. I saw a lot of good things, a lot of pluses. There's still the huge minus mark that comes by the secondary/defense, whatever 10-second, 15-second defense you're running over there. I mean, Brandon Aubrey, one of the best kickers we've seen in a while. I mean, he probably is already at Justin Tucker's level from when Tucker.
He's like Janikowski. He's
Yeah,
automatic.
he's getting soon to Janik. He's probably about Janikowski's level. Probably gonna reach Vinatieri's level soon. But the Giants played well. Shout out to Russ. He absolutely cooked. I mean, leads the league in passing yards now because of it. Closest game I'd say the Giants have played against the Cowboys in a very long time. Obviously, it sucks, heartbreaker, but I wasn't so sad after the loss. I mean, I saw a lot of pluses. So, whenever the Giants are showing pluses in week 2, it's low-key a good sign.
Hence the name of the episode, Heartbreak City. Now, as we're talking about, this Giants game, I know that you especially have a lot of Giants fans that want to talk about this. So we are going to put the call-in number on the screen, 914-458-1596. That is 914-458-1596. The call-in box is open. I know a lot of you Giants fans are going to want to vent about this, so give that number a call, even though if we're in the middle of the discussion. It could happen whenever, wherever. But yeah, this was a devastating loss for the Giants, and it's a shame that the minute the Cowboys crossed over the 50, you knew that they were going to tie the game.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing. Shane Bowen, why the hell are you running a zone defense, specifically a soft zone defense, against a team that literally has the best kicker in the league? What are you doing?
I mean, the Giants have been running soft zones for like years, like past DC. So it's like it hasn't even changed.
It's despicable that this was their effort defensively. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were a lot of positives. Cam Scatterboom played really, really well, ran the ball efficiently. Malik Neighbors, unbelievable performance. Russell Wilson, 450 passing yards. There's a lot to be happy about. But unfortunately, the biggest issue that's going to be talked about is the fact that you gave up 40 points. And the defense just could not stop a nosebleed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth of the matter.
Yep.
But hey, there's a lot to be happy about with how you played in this one. But I know you and a lot of your friends are going to have a lot to say about this. I'm sure get the live out to them because I definitely want to hear from them. Obviously, the call-in box is open. Giants fans, if you got anything to say, now is your time. Because I know a lot of you are frustrated after this one. And I know you are especially. Would you say that, I don't know what it is, but Giants and 60-yard field goals are just a nightmare.
What is it? There's a graphic. Let me find it, or not a graphic, but like a thing. Hold on, my friend sent it to me. Let me show. 21% of all 60-yard field goals in the NFL since 2014 are against the Giants, and I think it says all of them have been as time expired in the fourth.
Yeah, it's
Which
ridiculous.
it's just a horrible bad beat.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean I can name a lot. Elliott, Gano's, Greg Joseph, 61-yarder a couple years ago. I mean the list goes on. I mean, Aubrey's one of the most accurate kickers probably in NFL history. Probably the most accurate, if I have to be honest.
Yeah, it's disappointing that this is what it's come down to, is them just not being able to finish the job. You have these games won. Like, it all started with that Jake Elliott kick. 61 yards of glory is what that was. But we could sit here and vent about the Giants and Cowboys all we want. There are other
Mhm.
things to talk about, like the Giants this weekend got a major game coming up. Now, I don't want to throw out any spoilers,
Yeah.
but there's a really good chance that we're going to debut something new this year on Empire Sports Media, potentially this weekend. You've all heard of our Yankees and Mets casts. We are potentially on the verge of having a Giants cast with Smiles and Welling for the Chiefs versus the Giants this weekend. Take it.
Possibly. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it's potentially up in the cards. Take us through your predictions for this game.
JJ, I just want to ask a quick question. Is it delusional if I think the Giants can win this game?
No, the Chiefs have looked incredibly beatable.
Yes, the Chiefs are 0-2. So are the Giants. Now, last year I went to the Giants Bengals game, and the Bengals started, what was it, like 1-4 or something, and they killed the Giants. But I don't know. I just feel like with the way the Giants played in week 2, I can see them coming out on top in this game. I'm not saying they will, but I definitely can see it. I mean, who knows? It's the Giants home opener. The crowd's going to be loud. It's going to be packed at MetLife. We'll see what
I
happens.
just realized this is your home opener.
Yeah, it is. So I mean, Sunday Night Football, week 3. Nothing. It doesn't get much better than this. Mahomes, Chris Collinsworth, his favorite players playing in this game.
Oh,
You know, a lot of glazing is going to be happening. But hey,
all right, the phone calls have already started. The phone calls have all started out at the city number. So I think we have an idea who this is. What is going on, my brother? Welcome back. I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I don't hear the audio. Do you hear it?
And I can
We're
call
talking.
you back.
No, you're good. Talk. We're talking. We can talk about the Cowboys Giants right now if you want.
All right.
Go for it.
So, I had a question.
About.
Question is, yeah.
Oh God, we were
Okay,
just about to get to them.
Okay. Well, can I hear your updated schedule predictions? And I want to hear your take on if the Jets can win this week with Tyrod as QB.
So my original take was 8-9 for the Jets. I think I may have been drinking the Kool-Aid because right now it's looking along the lines of a 5-12, 6-11 season.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I said 8-9 at the start of the
bullshit.
season.
It's really not.
That's terrible.
The Jets
Bro,
look horrible.
you know what I was thinking? I was thinking 15-2 to because we have the Bucks on the road, EDW next. I think the week after that we have the Broncos.
So I was told to ask you this question because I knew you were going to be calling in at some point. You by any chance know who Joe Namath is?
So what?
Do you by any chance know who Joe Namath is?
You mean the guy from The Simpsons?
What?
I'm kidding. I'm just playing with you. Was that a funny joke?
No.
Joe Namath, the guy. Oh shit.
Yeah, this is
the
a joke.
Jets QB. How could I forget the GOAT?
Yeah, all right, bro. Just hang up.
Yikes. That's a rough one. Anyway, I appreciate the call. I wonder how many people are going to call in next. Hopefully we get some Giants fans to just dial it up.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, we are
going back to that game. It's a heartbreaker, but I mean,
what can you do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I think they have a legitimate shot to win this weekend.
Yeah, they do. I very well could see it. Now, if we're gonna touch on the Jets this weekend, I mean they got straight up bull. Oh, that was fast. Different number this time. What's going on?
Is this the J&J Show?
All right, bro. It's the same dude, bro. This dude thinks he's funny.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, JJ, Co's here.
How you doing?
Good, man, good. So I just think the Giants' defense is absolute dog shit and should never touch the field again.
Yeah, same with the Jets.
The secondary or the entire defense itself?
I mean, the D-line's not that bad. They do have Dexy. But, yeah, the whole secondary just is getting cooked, literally.
But your secondary is also not good to begin with. That's another thing. It's not to be like, I'm not thrilled with how they've played whatsoever. And I know Jacob has been even more pissed off because he's actually a Giants fan. But it all comes down to, you know, whether or not you can get good enough production because we just have not seen that so far. Jacob, going into this week, and I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you think there's a legitimate shot that the Giants beat Kansas City this weekend?
Definitely. There definitely is. No matter, like, I mean, they just need to get stops on defense. The offense needs to do what they did last week, and if the defense gets stops, the Giants will win this game.
Yeah, they do. Yo, is the caller still here?
Yeah, here. I just can't hear Jacob.
That's all right. What do you think about the Giants versus
no chance. No chance. I think we see vintage Mahomes here, even without his receivers. He's just going to dice up the Giants' team. I mean, Russ won't play too bad as he is fighting for his job. I mean, he was going to be fighting for his job, but last week saved him. Except that interception was awful.
That was pretty bad.
I just Dart's not the answer yet, you know, too young in my opinion. But yeah, Russ is gonna need to sling probably 600 yards if they want to beat these Chiefs. But yeah, man,
it's gonna be a tough game. I think that the Chiefs will pull it out, but hey, we'll see how it goes. Hey, appreciate you for calling, my brother.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And can I just get a Jets, Jets? Thank you.
Too bad they can't win shit. I would actually wanted the Jets. I wanted the Jets to actually succeed this year. They have just not done that whatsoever. But back going into their game this weekend, they're taking on the Buccaneers. What do you think about that one? After they got straight up bullied by
the Bills and their quarterback is out.
Yeah. Recipe for disaster coming against the 2-0 Bucs, who honestly did not look that good on Monday night, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if they did get the win. But
yeah, thanks to Rachaad White and Bucky.
Yeah, Rachaad White actually takes Bucky Irving's runs now. I don't know what that's all about, but I mean, and he got hurt.
As much as we'd love to talk about the Bucs more, our guest has arrived. It is time for another episode and another segment of J&J Game Day. We're back. We're starting off with the NFL because my guest does not have a lot of time. He is the number one opposition this week. He comes from the mean streets of Delaware because he's pussy enough to live in Philadelphia. One of my very good friends on social media, but hopefully is the one that's using an entire box of tissues on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Dalton Holland from 302 Birds.
Oh my God.
That might have been the best intro I have ever gotten, JJ. I don't know that somebody's ever been so loving and passionate of my fan base and the mean, cold streets of Delaware. Thank you.
Shout out to 302 Birds, bro.
Hey, thank
you, Jacob. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, Dalton.
Make sure you turn into their show right after ours is done at about 8. Who am I kidding? You're all New York fans. You don't want to listen to their Philly crap. I'm kidding.
But if you want to see a New Yorker get mad at a bunch of Philadelphians, you can watch your boy JJ get rage baited.
Wait, hold on. I'm a Yankees fan, but give me a sec. JJ,
no. You dare. Don't you dare.
Where is it?
We may have to go to a commercial break. We don't got a lot of time.
No, where'd it go?
It's gone, Jacob. I came in and stole it.
I 1,000% bet you it's not.
I came in and stole it. It's gone.
Frick you, bro. Bro, this kid took my Harper jersey. What's wrong with him?
Oh, dude, I would have loved you. I still love you.
What's wrong with him?
Either way, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the game day picks. Jacob, go over the rules for how we do J&J game day.
All right, so you get a lock and an upset, just like what they do in Fox, I think, and you get a thing called a unicorn. If you're the only person to pick that team, that's worth like 2 points.
And the all-time record is 14-2, done by our good friend JT, who you may know as Jizzle, one of Chaos Chris's best friends. He went 14-2 while in the freaking gym. So, yeah. And the highest score of J&J Game Day will be receiving a jersey of their choice, courtesy of me and Jacob. But let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it, starting with tomorrow night's contest, the Dolphins and Bills.
Ooh.
Dutch, get us started.
Thank you. And I got to know, one quick question before we start. How long ago was that Jizzle did that?
This was last year. He literally did this in the gym last year.
All right, I know who I'm going to for my betting advice this year. Anyway, must be 21 plus to do that. Point is, I would take the Bills in this. That's easy. And you said I have one that I have to lock in for sure, or one that's
you can lock in.
One that's a lock, one that's an upset.
Okay, I'm going to say that the Buffalo Bills, I would actually like to use my lock on right there. I think that's a lock. They're going to win that game. The Dolphins are just a dilapidated franchise right now.
The Bills are
JJ, it does says 99% for a reason.
The Bills are minus 900. I just looked at that. Take a peek at that for a second. The Ravens were minus 800 last week. They're minus 900. The NFL is starting to turn into college football with these lines. This is crazy. But yeah, I'm obviously going with Buffalo.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Here's my lock of the week for this week. And that's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Broken Browns, who somehow have a higher percentage of winning than the Miami Dolphins. That, to me, is outrageous.
I agree. I mean, you pretty much said everything I had to say, and Micah Parsons is going to keep tearing it up, and unfortunately, he's going to come for my Blue Hen and Joe Flacco.
Yeah, unfortunately. Shout out to the University of Delaware. Who, by the way, had an absolutely incredible game versus UConn.
Woo! Hey, that's some ball knower right there. That's some ball knowledge. Thank you for that
shout out Delaware. Shout out Delaware. Gans, don't ever tell me to bet UConn again.
I'm a college football fanatic, Dutch. I'm watching friggin' FCS games at 12 a.m. while everybody's out here watching.
You're a football head, bro. I respect it.
Of course, college football is my thing. You know this. Anyway, we don't talk about what's going on right now with my college football team. It's not good. But that's for another time. I feel like, all right, everybody's going with the Packers. So, yeah, awful. Buckner sucks. Next up, we got the Colts and the Titans.
This one's tough, but I'm going to go with the Titans. This one could go either way with the way that Danny Dimes is playing, and Tyler Warren, I think, is an exceptional asset for him. I feel like the Colts are what the Giants should have been for Daniel Jones, if that makes any sense. But I'm going to take the Titans, and I just think that they're going to get a win. They're 0-2. Something's got to budge.
The Colts could be the 2022 Giants, if I'm being honest.
It very well could, for all I care. You know very well that Shane Steichen is a freaking genius.
Mm-hmm.
He's an incredible coach. But I got to go with the Colts on this one. As much as I love Cam Ward, he looked pretty solid against the Rams last week. Alec Iomanner is a friggin' animal, which I knew from watching him play at Stanford. But the Colts are a machine. They are the only team in the league that has not punted once. I'm being so serious when I say that. I'm going with Indy again.
Yeah, I have my uncle used to live in Indy. Like, the Colts are like my second team. So, yeah, I'm giving them the Colts.
All right, Dalt, you got yourself a unicorn already. Beautiful.
There it is. That's my unicorn.
All right, here we go. To what might be the most intriguing matchup of the week. For what was supposed to be Joe Burrow versus the young standout J.J. McCarthy, it is now Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz. Yikes. Jacob, I'm going to let you start on this one.
Ooh, this game could have went either way. But Joe Burrow's got that crazy turf toe. J.J. McCarthy looked absolutely horrible. Classic J.J. McCarthy. Yes, I continue to call him a handoff merchant. I do not care his record against my team. All right? So, this is a tough one. I'm going to go with the Vikings at home. I feel like Carson Wentz is better than Jake Brown.
I gotta go with the Vikings. It's hard for me to go against them.
Browning.
What's up, Andrew? Yeah, I think that it's gonna be. Browning's not a bad QB by any means, but it's hard for me to go up against a guy that. By the way, I think that there's a legitimate shot that Wentz would do enough to become the starter. Like, no joke. I very well could see that happening.
Yeah. I'll say this. You guys pretty much took the words out of my head. I'm going Vikings too. And then on this next one, I'll just go really quick. I'm going to have to say, give me black and yellow this week. Give me the Steelers. DK Metcalf gets the touchdown.
Well, I just had to reach into my one of my drawers and grab one of these because I got to give you a little not so fast, my friend. For some reason, the Pittsburgh Steelers just cannot beat the New England Patriots. My upset of the week is taking Drake May and Mike Vrabel. I'm going with the Pats on this one.
I gotta agree with Dalt here. Give me the Steelers.
All right, there's my unicorn. All right, so I know you all see it, but I'm a Rams fan. He's an Eagles fan. If you know how we do pick them, we're coming back to this one. Jets and Bucks. This one should be incredibly easy.
Oh yeah, this is my lock of the week by without a doubt.
All right, should I just scroll down, or is anybody gonna be stupid enough to take the Jets?
Probably those callers from earlier.
Yeah, probably. All right, Raiders and Commanders. People are saying that JD might not play, but I don't think it matters because the Commanders have that good of an offense. I'm going with Washington.
I like that Washington pick too, but I'm going to say this. Washington has been kind of, not living up to their standards of what they were. I think that Jaden Daniels is going to have a sophomore slump similar to RG3. I don't think it's going to be the same way. I think Jaden Daniels is a much better quarterback, and I think he's going to have a way better NFL career. But give me the Raiders this week in an upset. I'll take Raiders.
Wow. The Raiders. I don't hate that pick. All righty. Falcons and Panthers. I got to go with ATL on this one. Oh, God. I'm going to call. I closed the call-in box for a little bit.
Yeah, don't answer. Don't answer.
Call-ins will resume after the picks are done.
I'm going to say in this one, give me the Falcons.
I agree.
Yeah, that's agreed.
Texans and Jags. And this one could get interesting.
America's shittiest game of the week. I don't know if I can say that, but I did anyway. Sorry.
You're good.
You're good.
It's literally the worst game
we had somebody say something about Brian Dable that we're not going to repeat on air, unfortunately.
Oh, well, yeah, don't worry. But I'll say this. In America's worst game of the week, give me the Texans getting their first win.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, go Stroud. Go CJ Stroud.
Yeah, give me Houston. Shout out my guy, Jaywalk. I'm going with the Texans on this one. Next up is Broncos and Chargers. I'm going to say this right now. Stop overhyping the Chargers. I'm hearing people say that this is a top 5 team in the league. What are we doing? Yeah, I appreciate you're praising an LA team. Newsflash, you're praising the wrong LA team. They're not that good. The Broncos are going to win this one.
I'm going LA, bro. LA is a top 5 team. I think that this is LA's year.
Not.
This is going to be the year that Justin Herbert elevates himself in that MVP conversation. So I'll take Chargers.
Thank Madison Beer for that one, literally.
Yeah, I have to see the Giants get embarrassed by the Chargers next week in person. So yeah, we'll go with the Chargers.
All right, Saints and Seahawks. I got to go with Sam Darnold and his army. Although the Saints are going to cover whatever the spread is because for some reason they've been playing really, really close in all these games.
I like that pick, too. I'll back that up.
All right. And I know it hates you, but you got to do it. Just take Dallas and let's move on.
I'm going to actually not do it. Maybe there's an upset this week.
You are so petty. It's ridiculous.
I would rather be wrong and not go for the record and be a true good Eagles fan than a smart NFL fan. 10 days out of 10, lock in the Bears for Dutchy. That's not my lock of the week. I'm just saying lock them in on the win.
Oh, my God.
That's valid. That's valid by Dalt. That's true. That's a true fan.
screw up at some point.
Cardinals and 49ers. Originally, I was thinking the 49ers, but now I'm starting to lean towards the Cardinals. This is the who is going to annoy JJ Seggs more bowl. Because right now, I'm annoyed with both these teams already. The Cardinals won 2 games that they probably shouldn't have won. They played terrible in both games. And the 49ers had the benefit of almost also losing to the New Orleans Saints and then not playing, then getting bailed out by Jake Tonjes, for Christ's sake, against the Seahawks. But because they're at home, I got to go with the Niners.
Is Brock Purdy coming back? I think I heard like he's practicing.
I don't think he's going to play. I don't think it matters.
He was limited today, so I mean he's getting back on track.
They could do anything with any quarterback, the way I see it.
I'll go Niners too.
Yeah.
Niners. All right, Chiefs and Giants.
Chiefs. Enough said. Sorry.
Yeah,
Going Chiefs.
It'll be a close game though.
Yeah.
I do think, honestly, that the Giants. I'll say this right now: the Giants are going to be within 6.5 points.
Giants are covering it.
Yeah.
If it's 7.5, Giants are covering.
And Russ is going to throw for another 300-yard game, so pick him up in fantasy. I can see that happening.
I got him already. Yeah, they're 6.5. I'm taking Giants to cover.
Wait, are they 6.5? I thought someone said it was 5. I thought someone said it was 5.5 earlier.
If it's 7.5, you're golden.
Yeah, I think they'll cover.
Gotta go.
I don't go against my team even if they're projected to lose by 1,000. So.
Yeah, and last but not least, Lions versus Ravens for these games.
I got to head out after this just because I'm getting a call. But give me, where is the game being played?
Baltimore.
I'll go Baltimore then. That's gonna be the game of the week, actually.
That is our game of the week. All right, Jake, we'll come back to our Lions Ravens picks. Let's just lock in these Rams Eagles picks before you get out of here.
You already know, baby, who I'm going with. I'm sitting in a green freaking room. Go Birds! Fly Eagles, fly! Taking down the Rams, the Runts. You guys can't do it, so we can. Hey, in all seriousness, I will say the Rams are the team that I probably fear the most in the NFC. Not the Packers, even though the Packers are good. The Rams are the only team that held the Eagles to a close game throughout the playoffs last year.
You know, it's a damn shame these tickets are damn near $250, or I would have considered making a trip to Philadelphia.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, JJ, you would not want to get shot if I'm you. So,
it was really nice meeting you. JJ, your team sucks, both of them.
I'll see you in a little bit. Now get the hell off my show.
The feeling's mutual.
Feelings are mutual, buddy. Get the hell out of here. He's the best. All right. As much as I want to take the Rams, I can't stomach myself to do it. I can't. They, for some reason, cannot beat this team. They have not beat them since 2020, where Tyler Higbee had 3 touchdowns. Crazy fact, by the way. So, unfortunately, I'm going with the Eagles also to beat the Rams. Rams, you want me to be high on you this season? Prove me wrong. Show me you can beat the Eagles. I know you've got it in you. Prove me wrong. Show me you can do it. But I'm going with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Hurts like a motherfucker, but that's how it is.
Well, anyway, is that the 4:25 game? I just want to ask.
1 o'clock game. 1 o'clock game.
That's wild. Just another question. Who's the 4:25 game this time around?
4:25 game is Chargers Broncos because they're at SoFi.
On Fox? Like, what's the America's game?
America's game of the week? I think it's that one. Could be.
No, it's a Cowboys game. The Cowboys game.
Oh, of course it's the Cowboys game. But yeah, I gotta go with the Ravens on the Monday night game.
Yeah, same.
All right, and that about sums it up for the first part of our show. And now let's talk about some good old-fashioned college football. What is going on, Lee? Great to see you again.
Oh, I'm leaving. Sorry, really.
You're good. You're the man. Let's move on to college football. Let me just say for the record that I'm still incredibly pissed off about what the hell happened on Saturday.
Hey, it was a great game. You know, it was a really great game.
It was. But in no way, shape, or form should that have been targeting. Donovan Heinisch is a terrorist. Chris Ash should have been fired yesterday. Those are my takeaways on Notre Dame. Simple as that. Let's move on. not too much to talk about, except we do have ourselves a locale of the week. And let me just tell you right now, no, it's not Notre Dame, so don't even think about it.
Boo.
What their loss was not even that bad. There were way worse things to happen.
Buddy, they were home.
Okay, and guess what? They didn't give up 45 to a joke team like another team did, and then fire their head coach the very next day.
Oh, this is a valid point. I put them in my life.
This is pretty obvious for me to give this team the dubious honor.
Pretty sure this is one of your favorite teams in college football, too.
And this was a team that I was very high on going into the season. Guess what? They've managed to make me look like an absolute idiot. And it pisses me off that this team has been so bad. I was high on them going into the season. Now,
cue the music. The imaginary music.
Imaginary music of what?
If I'm correct, is this we queuing Enter Sandman?
We very well might be entering light, exiting night, or entering night, exiting light. Take my hand, we're off to Never Never Land, which is, by the way, an incredible song. Unfortunately, that song has just been incredibly overplayed. But hey, it is what it is. Not much you could do on that one. But yeah, now people are saying, like, get your tickets ready for Wofford this week. If this team loses to Wofford, I think Blacksburg might burn to the ground. Like, no joke. I would not be shocked if Blacksburg is set ablaze. And I feel like I just made it pretty obvious who I was talking about. So, for the second time in 2 years, congratulations to this week's Locale of the Week. 2-time recipient, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Again! When you give up 45 points to Old Dominion, that's absolutely inexcusable. And then you fire Brett Pry.
Hire Nick Saban.
You're the Locale of the Week. Done and done. Now, Jacob, I do want to debut something brand new on the show, because now, instead of the AP Top 25, we're going to do something a little bit differently. What if I told you that I have my own Top 25? I'm about to put that on screen right now.
I'm sure it's horrible.
And this is going to spark debate. It's going to spark controversy. But hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to spark controversy. So, it's going to show up vertically. Unfortunately, it was very difficult to get this to work, but hey, I'm out here trying my best. So, without further ado, the first edition of JJ Seg's Top 25 in college football. Starting off with our top 10. Ohio State, Penn State, LSU, Miami, Georgia, FSU, Texas, Oregon, Illinois, Texas A&M.
All right.
Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Iowa State, Bama, Utah, Tennessee, Texas Tech, Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt, Auburn, Indiana, Michigan, Missouri, USC, Notre Dame. That is my top 25 for this week. Do you have anything to say about it?
All right, let's see. So, obviously, number one's right. And still number one for the moment. Very happy. Low-key horrible performance. So if I was grading them on performance, I'd low-key say it was horrible. I did not watch the game, so I think that's the reason that they were under the spectrum a bit. Was not home. Very upset. Did not watch this game, but I did catch the final quarter of it at Yankee Stadium, so that's a good thing. Let's see here. Miami, great team. LSU, great team. Penn State, good team so far. Shout out to. Can we zoom in a bit?
Yeah.
I want to give a quick shout out to my ACC sleeper. I said at the beginning of the year.
Oh, it's Sean Marte hit a home run, by the way. So.
Oh, valid. I have Peterson in fantasy, so hopefully he's continuing to shove. Shout out to Georgia Tech. Amazing win. Never a doubt to Haynes King and Co.
I called that shit. I told all of you Georgia Tech was winning that game.
Yeah, shout out to the Yellow Jackets. I mean, they're just a great football team. Haynes King, when he leaves, Georgia Tech will probably never see the light of the top 25 for another 5 years. Also, shout out to Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt. I'm pretty sure they whooped SC's ass.
Oh, yeah, but
North Carolina's ass.
It did come at a major cost, though. And that was an injury to Lenora Sellers.
Yeah, I mean, it did, yeah, but, still played a great game. Congrats to Pavia. Threw for 177, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, they'll be a good team. I'm pretty sure they have another good game. No, they do not. Might be in a couple of weeks.
I'm very excited for this Utah-Texas Tech game as we're about to start our pick'ems. As that is
October. October is their gauntlet. October's the Vanderbilt gauntlet.
Yeah, Vanderbilt has their hands tied.
At Alabama, LSU, and Missouri, 3 straight weeks. Apparently, they're favored to beat LSU somehow. I don't know how that's true, but it is apparently. So shout out to Diego Pavia, though.
Yeah, so let's not waste any time and jump right into this week's picks. Jacob, I kid you not, I thought I was doing so good with my college picks. Then I look and I saw that I got 13 games wrong. And one of the big reasons is because my dumbass took Virginia Tech to beat Old Dominion. And it goes without saying. So let's not waste any time. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if we made this very clear, but we are going to announce the Empire Sports Media Game of the Week, which officially is the first game that you're going to see on this week's Pick'em. And it is for the first time ever, Jacob, we got ourselves a Big 12 showdown for the first time ever. Texas Tech versus Utah. The Empire Sports Media Game of the Week at 12 o'clock. This is going to be a fun one. I hope you're excited. I cannot wait for this football game.
I mean, yeah, it's a unique top 25 game in Utah. Is that a 10 o'clock start for them?
I think so, yeah.
That's wild.
That's rough.
That is wild.
And to start things off, I'm going with Devin Dampier and the Utah Utes.
I mean, yeah, Utah's home. They should get this one done. Shout out to Utah. Probably the best team they've probably had since the Rose Bowl, since Britton Covey and Cam Rising started there.
Arkansas and Memphis. By the way, this is probably the worst slate of the week. Next week is where shit gets crazy.
Hold up. Memphis looked good against Troy last week in a game that someone said Troy should have won.
Who the hell said Troy should have beaten
I'm pretty sure you picked them, but
I took Memphis in every single one of my picks. I know that.
Let's see. Is that true? We gotta fact check that. Yeah, okay, you're right. Rocco took Troy. That's
Rocco took Troy. Yeah.
All right, so Arkansas and Memphis. I'm going with the SEC team. They should blow them out. Okay.
Gotta go with Woo Pig on this one. Taylor Green. This Arkansas team is legit. Occasionally, SMU and TCU.
Doesn't this game have a name or something?
I don't know if it does or not.
I think On3 posted something about it. Yes, it does. Where'd it go? The Iron Skillet, they say.
Oh yeah, the Iron Skillet.
And apparently it will be gone after this week because they do not have no more scheduled games, it says, which apparently stinks. I'm going with the Horned Frogs on this one.
See, originally I was thinking Kevin Jennings because I was so high on SMU. But after the way they played against Baylor and that disgusting first half against Missouri State, I'm going to go with Josh Hoover and the TCU Horned Frogs. Next up is Michigan and Nebraska. Dylan Raiola, if you are listening, please, you can end Michigan's season this week before they even get to Ohio State. You can end their season. I'm going with the Wolverines, but let's go Nebraska, baby.
Spread for that game is Michigan 2.5.
It's a tough one.
And I know that last year when Colorado went into Lincoln, that place got loud.
Lincoln is a tough.
I'm looking at this 3-0 record, and I know this place is going to get loud. So I'm going with the Huskers. Go Big Red.
Wow. Big Red over Big Blue. I like it. North Carolina and UCF battle the two most overrated teams in college football. I don't like either one.
I feel like Bill might be getting fired sooner rather than later if this continues.
I got to go with Chapel Bill on this one.
Yeah, he'll pull wins out of his butt.
NC State versus Duke. Now, I'll tell you what, NC State is probably the worst 3-0 team in all of college football.
Why is this at 86-14? This just makes no sense to me.
Because Duke's been terrible.
I mean, they got killed last week, right?
Yeah, they got flat out. They lost to Tulane. Illinois flat out murdered them. I'm going with the Wolfpack, though,
I'm
against Dairy.
going with the basketball school, low-key.
Which one?
The Duke school.
Florida and Miami. This was our original Empire Sports Media game of the week, but it's safe to say that this game has fallen off the map.
After Dylan Lagway or DJ Lagway threw what, like
5 interceptions against LSU.
5 picks.
I'm going with Miami.
Yeah, I'm going JJ's favorite team here, Miami.
Shut up. Illinois versus Indiana.
Oh, this is low-key a good one. Low-key a good game. Sleeper upset here. Not saying I'm picking them, I'm saying sleep. It could happen. But I'm going with Altmaier and what's it, Brett Bielema, however you say his name?
Brett Bielema.
Bielema, I'm going with the line.
I don't think this is sneaky. I think this is completely justified. I think Illinois not only wins, I think Illinois wins big. Give me the Fighting Illini. And Arizona State versus Baylor. Now, originally, I was leaning towards ASU. But I love what Sawyer Robertson and the Baylor Bears have done. Give me the guys from Waco, Texas. I'm going with Baylor.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you here. Arizona State looks like they've fallen off a cliff with Scatterbo.
Literally. Jordan Tyson's had just no room to work with. And finally, BYU versus East Carolina. Yikes, this slate is terrible.
Yeah, this is not that crazy of a slate, but I'm going with the Cougars on this one.
Got to go with BYU as well. And that will do it for this edition of J&J Game Day. Now, normally this is how we would start the show, but this is how we're going to do, how we would end the show. We're going to do things a little bit differently because now is time. The call-in box has reopened up. We are ready to get all your calls in about baseball, Mets, Yankees, all that stuff. Tomorrow is Randy Vasquez versus Jonathan. I hope he gets his together. But I got to go with let's talk about the Yankees, man. I mean, what the hell has happened over the last couple of nights?
I mean, Yankees, got killed by the Twins in the first game of the series. Won last night, but I wouldn't know if I would use the word win. I would say they escaped. To be honest, they almost choked that away, which is pretty embarrassing. But hey, they won the series at Fenway, which low-key shocked me. As Trent Grisham just hit his 32nd homer of the year, he's actually Barry Bonds. But hey, Yankees second in the division still, 2 games up on the Sox. Won the series in Fenway this past weekend. Going to see Baltimore this weekend at Camden. Yankees need to win these games. I don't think they're going to get the division. I think it's gone now. I think Toronto's got it. But hey, lock up the first wild card, and at the moment, if the season ended today, you'll be hosting the Astros for 3.
Yeah, I'm not satisfied with how the Yanks have been playing in Minnesota.
I mean, the bullpen will clean it up, and it'll change around.
Who do you guys play after this with the Twins?
Baltimore.
Yeah, you guys got to wake up there. Dare I say the Mets are back? I don't know. What I can say is that last night was an absolute destruction. One of the best games that I've seen from the Mets in some time. I'll tell you that right now. They just hit bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb. I felt it was never going to end. It was a stress-free game. They're in a 2-2 ball game right now with the Padres. We're going to see how it goes. But, Jacob, it is now time for our favorite part of the show. It is time for our New York State High School preview for week number 3. Jacob, talk to me about the performance this weekend from the Tappan Zee Dutchman against Albertus Magnus.
Hey, you could check out all game recaps on JPK_sports articles on IG. I post all of them there. I started football this year. TZ gets a nice 34, or wait, was it 34? I believe so. I think it was around the same score as yeah, it was the same score as the PR game that they lost. 34-14, they get the win on the road. Great game overall. Defense played great, forcing a lot of turnovers. Shout out to the running back, Vinny Jacobson, 3 touchdowns, 14 carries, 140 yards. Next up, Poughkeepsie on the road on Friday night, looking to go 2-1. That's 2-1.
Yeah, so it's going to be The Dutchmen have been playing definitely better football over the last couple of weeks than they have in past years. But I mean, we'll see how this goes. Hold on, somebody's calling me. Give me a second. Let's see how this goes. What's going on, man? Yo, can you hear me? Well, that was meaningless. Anyway, I gotta say, I'm very disappointed with how my Section 9 picks went this week, as they were not good at all. Newburgh drops another game to Cornwall. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. By the way, they were down 17-0 at one point. They were shut out to the first three quarters. Cornwall is literally the only kryptonite for this football team. It's ridiculous. They had Jason Barnwell, one of the worst games I've ever seen from him. No question about it. I'm very disappointed with how they played. Probably could have won the game, but they also could not get off the field on third downs, which did not help whatsoever. But they got a big one this weekend against Menacing Valley. As Jacob, do you want to start with Section 9 or Section 1? I'll let you pick.
No, it's up to you. Go with either one.
All right, we'll start with Section 9 for this weekend. Starting off with, it's rivalry week, I guess you could say. As we start off with the helmet game, Wallkill versus Valley Central. Very prestigious rivalry.
I don't even know either of these teams. Spack and Kill, is that what it says?
Spack and Kill is going to crush Monticello. Monticello's like the worst team ever.
Fair enough.
But I'm going to start off my picks by taking Wallkill in the helmet game. As we move over to Friday night, we've got Delaware Valley. Oh, who the hell are they? Okay, I don't care about either one of those. Red Hook versus New Paltz. New Paltz 0-2. Red Hook's 2-0. Red Hook looks like the team to beat in Class C, so I'm going to go ahead and take them. We got Burke versus O'Neill, the battle of just mediocre schools. I got to take O'Neill in this one. Marlboro versus Highland. I believe that's called the Black and Blue. I got to look up the name of this property. I cannot remember off the top of my head.
What, Marlboro or Burke?
No, Marlboro and Highland. They have a rivalry name, but for some reason I can't remember what it is. KOT probably knows what it is. It's not the Black and Blue game, is it? No, it is. It is Black and Blue. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm going with Marlboro and the Black and Blue. They got flat out embarrassed by Saugerties, but that will never happen again. Eldred will beat LMRC. I think Kingston beats Beacon. Monroe versus Cornwall is going to be a wild one. I can tell you that right now. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm going with Cornwall. Jordan Bishop, dare I say, is probably the best running back in the section. It's hard for me to go against that team. They play incredible football. They run the ball efficiently. Their quarterback's a beast. Their defensive line's been incredibly destructive. I'm going with the Dragons to knock off Monroe. Goshen versus Lords. I got to take Lords there. Dover over Rondout. And then I think there's a couple of games on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Middletown. Oh, yeah, this is a loaded slate for Saturday. Oh, Lordy, here we go. Starting off with the best rivalry in Section 9, the Erie Bell game. This is I'll tell you what, Jacob, this is probably the biggest rivalry in the section. People are starting to finally give Port Jervis the credit they deserve, but still just not enough. It's kind of pisses me off, like, how much credit they've just been – they're falling under the radar. They're the best team in the state, in my opinion. In all of New York, in all of Section 9, they're probably like a legitimate contender to go back to Syracuse. I'm taking the Raiders to beat Middletown once again. And then to follow that up, we've got Washingtonville versus FDR. Got to go with Washi there. Pine Bush over Warwick, and then Newburgh over Minnesota.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that pretty much does it for the show, Jacob. You got anything to say before we get off the air?
No, I just remember that Rye beat Somers by a lot.
Shout out to the Garnets for knocking off the Tuskers.
Yeah, good game there. I'm sure you'll be seeing them two face off again sometime down the road.
Absolutely. For Jacob Kaplan, I'm JJ Seglio. Have a great rest of your night. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out.